I did this one at the last show, and it was still unfinished then. They pay me money to work with children in a classroom. And I'm trying to remember that as hard as possible as a 4-year-old named Sid is standing on top of a table, brandishing an adult pair of shears like a shiv, threatening to cut me or Miss Jessica, the teacher, if we come any closer. Surely this isn't for notoriety. The class is already leaving for lunch, so I safely assume it's because he actually is notorious, just like the papers that came with him said. Sid Fleischman, pre-K, 4 years old, parents freshly divorced, already kicked out of 2 schools, show signs and symptoms of bipolar disorder and oppositional disorder, not on the spectrum for autism, has been diagnosed with emotional behavior disorder, and has a history of violence in the classroom. So somebody please tell me, in the name of Bob fucking Lane Saget, who left the adult pair of shears during arts and crafts out next to the one kid that clearly has no qualms brandishing them like Frodo's elven-made sword? And that must be why they called me. To pay me money to work with children in the classroom. As a paraprofessional, the kid whisperer, the last resort to a failed connection between student and teacher before the said student gets punted down the line to some scared straight, no-nonsense Judge Judy police citadel for pre-K. Pre-K. I barely understood the physical mechanics of peeing straight when I was 4, let alone how to hold his scissors properly, yet here we are looking into the eye of the liger, and if Miss Jessica or I makes one wrong move, somebody's gonna get cut. Real deep. And I know he'll do it. I've known Sid before I was assigned to him. I knew him before we took our first timeout walk down the hallway, before I even met him. When somebody truly doesn't give a fuck, they don't need to say it. They tell you with their eyes. They wear the reckless abandon in their joints. The you have no clue where I'm from and stagnant eyebrows. The motherfucker please in the lower half of their face. And they keep talking because I wish you would. In their silence. The domestic high decibel discussions taught you the art of interruption when someone isn't listening. And the sharp shift in tone gave you a new bullet in balancing non-negotiables. Sid, watching grown adults grow verbose over a dinner table while your brain is still developing, it will teach you certain things too early. Observing can't be the right word for it, Sid, because observers can walk away as far as it takes to dissociate. They're not locked into a high chair, forced to watch their makers separate. We didn't watch the house burn. We caught fire along with it. And trust me, there was nothing in that scissor that can put your parents back together. I know, because I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried, until my blood ran listless. Laughing in the mouth of detention, to taking makeshift vacations for suspension, to setting fires just to see if the flames could climb high enough to burn the heavens. It's unfinished, and that's where it goes.